This is Hino's Sport, bringing you that heat and that fire. We keeping a foot on the what? On the next. We keeping a foot on the what? On the next. And let's talk about it, man. Jermell Charlo. We talked about Jermall Charlo earlier this week. We gotta talk about MELL. Patrick Teixeira. Where the fuck you at? You was running your rabbit ass mouth the other day. Oh, well, yeah, man, he could go ahead and get that free smoke. I'm gonna embarrass him. I'm gonna show him what time it is. But you've been quiet as of late. We're supposed to be hearing you guys working on negotiating a fight. MELL already told you. I'm looking for undisputed. He knows the sport done told you his pound for pound list. Earl the True Spence is number 1. Jermell Charlo's number 2. Vasily Lomachenko's number 3. Gervonta Tank Davis is number 4. Deontay Wilder's number 5. Let me say it again. Earl the True Spence is number 1. Jermell Charlo's number 2. Vasily Lomachenko's number 3. Gervonta Tank Davis is number 4. And Deontay Wilder's number 5. Because pound for pound list is about heavyweight lifting. When we look at Earl the True Spence, the calendar year of 2019 speaks volumes and it speaks for itself. Lamont Peterson, Mikey Garcia, Sean Porter. And then when he fought his tune-up in Carlos Ocampo, he got his ass up out of there in the first round. Mikey Garcia, he regressed him into a Uber, a Lyft, and a hold up. Hey, taxi, Tijuana cab driver fighter. Lamont Peterson retired him. Basically regressed him. Our RTU status had to force Barry Hunter to throw the towel in. And that was my buddy and me. Woo. That's what we do, dog. The hurt game has no friends. Sean Porter made him bend the proverbial fucking knee in the 11th round. Full reprieve knockdown. Nobody's giving Sean Porter that. Jermell Charlo, the calendar year he had, the revamp versus Tony Harrison, that get back. What he did against Jason Rosario. These things speak volumes in of itself. So Jermell Charlo is a lineal champion. There's no disputing that. Gervonta Tank Davis, what he did against Yakuris Gamboa. And now he's going to be fighting Leo Santa Cruz. He's going to take 5 years off of his boxing career. Heavyweight fucking lifting. Vasily Lomachenko, I dropped his ass down from 1 to 3, but he's still there because he's fighting Teofimo Lopez for a lineal championship. That's heavyweight lifting. Deontay Wilder, 10 title defenses, tied the likes of Anthony Joshua, tied the likes of Tyson Fury. Heavyweight lifting. I could argue that shit down with the best of them. But this is about MELL. MELL is on the verge of getting undisputed, something we haven't seen since Wiki Wright at 154 pounds. And we see what's happening here. Patrick Teixeira is trying to duck Jermell Charlo. That's the cold-hearted. That's the unadulterated. And that's the cutthroat truth-teller fashion. Once a duck, always a duck. And he's trying to duck Jermell Charlo because he knows that Jermell Charlo is going to keep the lion's foot on the what? On the giraffe's neck of Patrick Teixeira. This is about undisputed. This is about legacy here. This is about doing a feat we haven't seen since Wiki Wright. But is Oscar De La Hoya going to get off the fishnets, panty draws? Is he going to get off of that? Or is he going to step up to the plate and he's going to say, you know what? I'm going to throw this guy in. Because Oscar De La Hoya has a two-pronged problem. The first one is Jermall Charlo and Canelo Alvarez. Clearly, he's making sure that Cinnamon Alvarez ducks the older brother, Jermall Charlo. But MELL, Patrick Teixeira, that's the last belt. That WBO belt needs to be around Jermell Charlo's strap. It needs to be around Jermell Charlo's waist. Because Jermell Charlo is going to stop Patrick Teixeira. This is what Jermell Charlo does. He's a venomous viper. He keeps striking at you religiously until you bend the proverbial fucking knee. And then he's under Derrick James's tutelage. So his boxing ability, his boxing pedigree, his boxing skill set is getting better and better and better. And fight fans have no choice now but to say Lions only fashion is dominating not only the super welterweight division, but they're also dominating the middleweight division, or what you want to call junior middleweight and the middleweight division. They're dominating it. That performance that older brother had against the likes of Sergey Derevyanchenko, that's classic. He showcased he was 10 times better than that damn division. But Jermell Charlo, and the way that he made Banana Republic become Banana Split, come on, man. It's time to put respect on the Lions only fashion, dog. MELL Charlo is on the verge of something we haven't seen that's precedented at the 154-pound division. He's making history. He's putting himself in rarefied company. And if Oscar De La Hoya gets off the fishnets, panty draws, then he can get Patrick Teixeira in the damn ring and get Jermell Charlo to get his ass up out of there. If there's not a fight day come 2021 of Jermell Charlo versus Patrick Teixeira, then he knows the sport is keeping the foot on the what? On the X. He's keeping the foot on the what? On the X of fishnets, panty draws, Oscar De La Hoya. That's the cold-hearted. That's the unadulterated. That's the cutthroat true teller fashion. You fight fans, you've been challenged. Your challenge is to force Oscar De La Hoya and Golden Boy Promotions' hands to force this undisputed fight. Do not let Jermell Charlo get robbed of him being able to basically accomplish an unprecedented feat we haven't seen since the likes of Winky Wright. If that doesn't happen, then y'all also got to take the blame for it. Again, that's the cold-hearted. That's the unadulterated, and that's the cutthroat true teller fashion. This is He Knows the Sport. Check it out.